We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
A sweetheart deal for Hunter Biden, Chinese military training near Florida, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Biden's son Hunter has agreed to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax charges in a sweetheart deal with prosecutors that would keep him out of prison. Hunter Biden also would avoid prosecution on a charge of illegally possessing a firearm as a drug user, provided he follows prosecutors' conditions. A judge would have to approve the tentative deal. The agreement, if finalized, will end a 5-year Justice Department investigation into Hunter Biden, who has acknowledged addiction problems. The House Oversight Committee is continuing to investigate Hunter Biden's finances in influence peddling and bribery accusations against the Biden family. Based on the crime bill that then Senator Joe Biden worked to pass, Hunter would have received jail time. It is unprecedented for someone to not serve any time on gun charges. Rescuers have redirected the search for a deep-diving submersible with 5 people on board after a Canadian surveillance aircraft detected underwater noises in the search area, according to the U.S. Coast Guard. The vessel vanished on a dive to the Titanic's wreckage in water 12,500 feet deep. Crews are searching an area in the North Atlantic the size of Connecticut. The submersible, the Titan, had about a day of air left. 2 Palestinian gunmen opened fire at a restaurant and gas station near an Israeli settlement in the occupied West Bank on Tuesday, killing 4 Israelis and wounding 4 others, 1 seriously, according to paramedics. The Israeli military blamed Hamas-affiliated terrorists. An armed civilian shot and killed one of the alleged attackers. The other stole a car and fled and was killed by soldiers in the town of Tubas. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said all options are opened as the government decides how to respond to the shocking and aberrant terrorist attack. The killings came after clashes following an Israeli raid that left at least 5 Palestinians dead. China and Cuba are discussing setting up a joint military training facility on the island's northern coast, the Wall Street Journal reported. The negotiations are in an advanced state, but not finalized. But if they go through, China could end up trying to station troops and intelligence operations 100 miles from Florida, current and former U.S. officials told the Wall Street Journal. The report comes as the Biden administration is pushing to ease tensions with Beijing that have flared over a host of issues, including Taiwan and trade. The administration has urged Cuba not to go through with the project. The Wall Street Journal reported that the information about the proposed training facility came from highly classified new intelligence that was fragmentary but still convincing. Charitable giving fell 3.4% in 2022 to $499.3 billion, making just the 4th time in 4 decades the number has declined, according to a Giving USA report released Tuesday. Adjusting for inflation, the drop was 10.5%. The decline came as nonprofits report an increase in demand for services now that pandemic aid has ended and high inflation is taking a toll on families. Giving USA Foundation Chair Josh Burkholz said the data could have been worse. I will go back and forth on whether it's encouraging or discouraging, Burkholz told the Associated Press. there was a 20 to 25% decline in the stock market and an 8% inflation rate, but Americans still gave nearly $500 billion. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.